Man United fans, don't be offended. Okay, I thought we have Gary online.
Hey Gary. Hi Gary.
I think we're trying to Gary, hello, can you hear? Okay, we're going to look at the CAF Ballon d'Or awards and Gary, hello.
Hello Gary.
Football of the Year award. The ceremony which was held in Abuja last week on Thursday. I know I attended, but the results coming from there. Pierre Aubameyang winning the goal, and it was with Yaya Toure. First of all, do you agree with what the coaches decided?
Yeah, sure, Darren. Thanks for having me. I think that the best decision was made, and I have said elsewhere that I'm particularly impressed with the way things were done this year. There was a huge attempt at transparency, at trying to get all the actors in play, and also to make sure that, you know, the larger public in Africa would accept this award as transparent and from the coaches. And I think that they have chosen the best player who represented Africa in all spheres, not just in terms of winning trophies or just, you know, scoring goals or being influential, but a total packaged African player who represents the continent in the best light.
But Yaya was complaining after the awards, and it's one of the things that you did write about via Guardian, and saying that the award probably should have gone to him. He won the Nations Cup. It was the biggest tournament on the continent last year. And Aubameyang's Gabon did actually make it out of the group stages at the Nations Cup.
I think Yaya makes a very good point. However, as with everything else, sometimes timing is key. And before I address the issues that he has raised, I mean, a lot of people have said, and I agree also, that in the immediate aftermath, in the few days after the awards, a statesman would have first congratulated Aubameyang, and then probably at a slightly later date, he would have put out his grievances. But to immediately, I mean, within literally minutes after the award, to hit out too hard at a fellow professional who has been voted based on his hard work, you know, it was a bit ungracious and uncharitable. So on that score, I think Yaya didn't do well. But to the substantive issue, I think he raises good points. And even though he himself has benefited from the system in the past, where in about 2 out of 4 of the times he has won the award, he didn't really meet his own criteria that he is setting at the moment. I think that we need to have a larger discussion going on from this year and next year going, so that what he's saying will be put into effect, such that the African Cup of Nations or African competitions will take a bigger significance in who wins the top award for African players, especially in the years that those competitions come into play. So that if you have the Women's Player of the Year award to be given in a year we had a Women's AFCON, clearly the 3 nominees should know that the lady who won the trophy would have a bigger advantage. And if that lady also did well in her club, there should be no doubt as to who would win. So that, I mean, things like what happened this year where Aubameyang didn't do well in the AFCON, but had a great season, especially from August up till November when the polls closed, will not overshadow somebody like Yaya Toure. But for Yaya Toure as well, I think he should be the first to admit that even in the Cup of Nations, and yesterday I was taking my time also, you know, he was substituted in a couple of key games as well. He didn't even do 90 minutes in all their games, you know. And then from Manchester City, he vanished sometimes. Through the calendar year, he was not consistent over the 12 months like Aubameyang was. So he makes a good point, but sometimes I think that he should probably look at the timing of his comments as well.
Okay, we won't talk much about your fellow countryman. Andrea, you came third. I know Avram Grant did vote him first in that first place, taking all the 5 points. But fast forward to the FIFA Ballon d'Or awards that are on Monday night. Lionel Messi in there with his Barcelona teammate Neymar, together with Cristiano Ronaldo, player wasn't missed on the shortlist since 2007. Your comment on that? Who takes this one?
I think that this year Messi should earn it. I mean, we can have a separate discussion about how, you know, Zinedine Zidane in the year he won the Ballon d'Or scored, was it just three goals in the calendar year or so, but he was able to win. It tells you how drastic things have changed when it comes to the definition of impact, because in the year that Zizou won, his impact was large, but his goals were not. Today, if Ronaldo does not score 40 goals or Messi does not score 40 goals in the calendar year, he knows that he's almost dead, because somebody else who scored 50, 60 goals is going to win it. And per the criteria that we have all seemed to come to expect, I think Messi should win it, also because of the huge number of trophies he has won with his club Barcelona.
Well, pleasure speaking to you, Gary, from Accra. Pleasure
having you from Uganda.
Well, there, BBC correspondent Gary Allan from Accra, Ghana, when I was speaking to there. He attended the awards and he told me the words that Yaya Toure did say after the ceremony in Abuja. They were quite unexpected. They actually didn't even attend the post-event ceremony, the post-event press conference. Wow! And when I remember the way he did fight for a birthday cake at Man City, I'm like, this was probably bound to happen.
Right. Well, there you have it.